Hi, my name is Kathleen Rodgers, and I'm here to talk to you about a wonderful opportunity I had working with an Indigenous artist. The Coldwater Mill was built in 1833 with treaty money that was paid to the Ojibwe for their land. They were allowed to use the mill for about 3 years before white settlers moved in and the three tribes were forced to move out of the area. In 2017, the mill applied for and received several grants to build a two-story addition with improved accessibility to the second floor. There was a two-story wall that I wanted to use to showcase an art quilt that would honor the heritage of the building. As a white settler, I could not tell an Indigenous legend. I had to wait to find a collaborator. In 2021, the mill was fortunate to hire 4 summer students, 2 who were Indigenous and 1 was an artist. After explaining my vision for the two-story wall, Ren, the Indigenous artist, agreed to be my collaborator. I asked her to choose a story that would be significant. She selected Sky Woman's Daughter, which is the creation story for Turtle Island or North America. Her design was square and painted on prepared for dyeing fabric using acrylic paint and textile medium. Here is a shortened version of the story. Sky Woman and her daughter lived in the spirit world. One day, the daughter fell to earth and landed in the water. She could not swim, so geese volunteered to help her keep her afloat. It was hard for the geese, so Turtle was asked if she could live on its back. Since Turtle could not stay forever, Sky Woman's daughter asked if one of the animals could swim down to the bottom of the ocean and bring up a grain of sand. She would breathe life into it and land would be formed. Many animals tried unsuccessfully to complete the task. Only one was successful, but drowned in its attempt. Turtle Island was then created. Since the wall was rectangular, borders were added to the top and bottom of each panel in the colors of the medicine wheel to enlarge the quilt to its overall finished size of 152 inches in length and 108 inches in width. Ren drew animals that were significant to the Ojibwe as silhouettes, which were appliqued in the borders. Due to the proposed size of the finished quilt, the design was divided into thirds to become a triptych. I added in the textural details to her design when I was machine quilting, like feathers on the geese and animal silhouettes in 2 corners. It took 4 weeks of quilting spread over 6 weeks in February and March 2022. The images I have shared in this presentation were the same detailed photos that I sent to Ren when I finished the machine quilting. Since it was important to me to honor her design, I was anxious to know what she thought of the finished art quilt. Here is what Ren wrote after viewing the photos. The quilt looks beautiful. I'm blown away by the amount of detail you put into it. You've done a fantastic job with it, and I couldn't have had a more wonderful collaboration partner than you to have worked with on this. Thank you again for bringing this fantastic quilt to life. Every stitch has really breathed life into it. With Maggie Vanderwhite's help, I was able to photograph each panel in her studio and merge the 3 together in one image. As of May 2022, the triptych now proudly hangs in the Coldwater Mill. One of the considerations in creating this triptych was to protect Ren's design. Sky Woman's Daughter cannot be photographed in its entirety, even though it is on a 2-story wall. The quilt can be viewed from different perspectives depending on whether you are on the 1st or 2nd floors. If you are ever in Coldwater and want to see the quilt in person, you can contact me or visit the mill in the summer. Check the mill's website and our Facebook page for information, including our hours of operation. Thank you to SAQA for allowing me to share this quilt. The collaboration with Ren has been the highlight of my art quilting career and provided a step forward to help the mill on its path for truth and reconciliation.